Hey guys, what's going on? Need you new to here playing more Vital Shores. Today we're going to be getting 100 Murky Spectral Stalker. And these guys are level 84, vulnerable to Arbrare, immune to Necromay and attack with Necromay. They have 940 HP and they're currently giving us 4,455 XP per kill. So these guys are going to be a little bit tougher to kill than a lot of the other creatures I've been fighting. I did just die a moment ago. I had to run back. You're going to have access to episode 4 to get into Chronopolis to kill these creatures. Um, so let's talk about a couple other things before we kind of get you to the point where we send you off. So basically you're going to be getting 3% knowledge XP per kill. Once you've filled up your backpack with gear, you're going to want to use your quartermaster bell to send all your gear to the bank, as you want to prolong your trips and stay as long as possible. And lastly, you're going to be getting monster pots as you kill these. As you can see here, I've already gotten a couple. Spectral Hair, Chronopolis, Monster Pot. So you're going to want to use the storage rift, which is actually just right down here, which is not that far at all. They do drop coins. I started with 3 gold, 604 silver. So we'll let you know how much of an impact the coins that they drop are going to be part of that entire loot at the end of the video. And hopefully these creatures give us quite a significant amount of loot at the end. We found quite a few monsters in Brighter Shores that actually drop quite good loot and overall making up good money making at lower levels. And a couple of the higher monsters didn't prove to give us that same result. But we've been very fortunate with a lot of the loot that we have been getting. We've been getting a lot of epic drops, a lot of rare drops that are upgrades. It's just I kill so many creatures that it's constantly changing and I've got to constantly keep upgrading. These creatures, as I mentioned before, are incredibly powerful, and a lot of my gear, you can see here, needs to be upgraded. So if you come here and you have an opportunity and you've just got incredibly lucky with your drops, try to be well geared. As I stated before, I died already once to these creatures. So we hope that these turn out to be a good creature while making money in Brighter Shores. And I think that pretty much covers everything, right? Talked about their level, talked about the XP you're going to be getting. I am getting a 25% XP penalty, which is understandable as I'm 9 levels higher than them. So have fun killing them, and I'm excited for Brighter Shores. I really like playing it, and I'm excited for being able to go back and kill the higher level creatures with the past action. But I'm also really excited because it seems I'm constantly running into new monsters I haven't encountered yet. So it's just opening up this constant possibilities to just fight new creatures, and I think that kind of keeps the game fresh and exciting, and seeing what different ones drop. And I believe I read one of the developer posts, and they had potentially talked about having monsters drop unique items, which will be kind of interesting because I've already killed so many creatures as I've gone along, and I think it would make it more interesting if they dropped unique items specific to each creature, because currently the drop database is a little bit lacking in that area. But anyway guys, stay tuned for the loot of 100 Murky Spectral Stalkers, and hopefully we get some good stuff. Alright guys, so we're going to be selling the loot from 100 Murky Spectral Stalker. So first we're going to go ahead and sell these regions here, up here at the vendor. So we did make 34 silver just off the silver that these guys dropped. So we're hoping that with everything else it turns out to be a pretty good monster to make money while training your combat in Brighter Shores. So let's go ahead and see what the value of these is. So 66 silver. So that actually just brings it to a flat 100 silver. So that's pretty decent because we haven't got to the gear, and we obviously have a little bit more regions in the bank. So let's go ahead and pull those out. So I went in the wrong building, and it happens. It just happens as all the buildings in the game. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go over here to the regions bank and pull out the rest of these. So we're at 100 silver right now, and we're pretty excited to see what all the gear's worth. And I believe I even picked up 2 potential upgrades. I've got to check and click on them and see if they are. So that's 55 more silver, so that's going to put us at 155 silver. So that's actually quite good. 155 silver, haven't even got to the gear yet, and they dropped quite a bit of gear, guys. So that's why I'm actually a little bit more excited this time. So let's go ahead and go to the quartermaster and pull out the gear. And this is always the slow part, right? You got to withdraw each one at a time, which makes sense because otherwise you're going to be pulling out all the gear that you don't want to take out. So let's go through it. That's a potential upgrade right there. So a nice rare right there, and we got lots of items as you guys can see from killing these. So this is going to fill up the bag real quick. So we're just going through it. It's interesting how many greens they drop. I imagine you'd have to be quite behind on gear to need those greens. Okay, so it's full. We're going to go ahead and set it. We're at 155 silver. So actually we've got to make sure that's not an upgrade really quick. Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this real quick. So it's not really an upgrade. It's not. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. We're going to lose way too much Crown Age damage, and that's not a good idea. So let's go ahead. We're at 155 silver, and that's going to be 99. But once we sell and actually click on that epic in there, it's 143. So that would put us at 293 silver, I believe. Yeah, so 293 silver, which is crazy. It's been the most profitable creature so far we've killed in Brighter Shores, and we still have a little bit of gear left. So 293 silver, and we're going to put all this stuff out in the bank. And we actually got those boots too, which I think they're an upgrade, but obviously we're going to check. So let's go ahead and try to put these on. That's definitely a big upgrade, and we are going to lose the value of the boots. We can't include that in the video for loot. So let's just see what they were worth. So they were worth 43 silver, and I think we were already at 293 silver, so that would have been substantial. So 293, so that makes it 320 silver, and if we had got to sell the boots, it would have put us at what, 360, around 360 silver. So anyway, guys, you can see these creatures are great for making money while leveling up combat in Brighter Shores. So I think it's a great monster. Maybe if you want to camp it a little bit longer, because you're getting so much XP and you're getting the money, which is the whole point of me making all these videos. I think it's the perfect creature, and we're excited to get to the next one, but that's definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. So stay tuned for more content.